Yeah, this is Cataclysm. Yeah, so it'll be Firelands and stuff. Yeah, I don't play retail right now. I have before. I've played basically every MMO you can think of, for the most part, to some extent or another. Piccolo with the subscription. Thanks, buddy. You met your husband on WoW. That's awesome. Awesome. Natsuna and I met online as well. Not in a game though. On a social networking website. Yep. Good stuff. Yeah. So people that are always like, you can't find people on the internet, you know, like it's not gonna be real. Oh, speaking of which, I'm missing a light. Y'all didn't even tell me I'm missing some lighting over here on the right side. I know it's noticeable too. Look at that. Not super noticeable. I actually need to move this, I think. I wonder if that's better. Is that better? A little bit more light on the right? Yeah. See if I can tolerate that shining in my eyes. Little late. Okay, so yeah, we're testing out the sound alerts. So if I'm just randomly playing a billion sound alerts, that's why.
You might just have to make it, a film part of it. You don't
Hearing my Discord coming through the speakers. Hold. What is going on? Why is everything messing up? Okay. Let's see. That's this. Like I said, today is the day of problems. No, you should not be coming through that. You should be coming through this. And this is on the wrong microphone too. What the heck? Interesting. Okay, so here we go. Let's keep checking these out. What's this? What's this? Go here. All right, so there's this one. Being too loud. That's like the most basic alert thing I have. Oh, this one's good.
Oh my god, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
You can turn that one up then. Stupidest thing I've. Is that one? Oh, that one's already at max volume, so that's as loud as that one gets, unfortunately.
I'm feeling stabby.
That one seems loud enough. Well, if they're at max, there's nothing you can do about it.
1 hour later.
That one's perfect volume. Well, actually, Piccolo, now that you've subbed, you get shurikens faster as a sub. I'm not sure what the rate is.
Time to play the game!
Play the game. I think that one's a little loud, maybe, but it's not too bad. That one's loud? Yeah, it says don't be a weenie. But we can turn it down a little bit. I think the volume's good. What is the problem you're having? No mobs to fight? What zone did you go to? I'm not paying enough attention here. Oh, they're not here yet. Ellie, they're taking their sweet time. Okay. G-Fei. I went to fill the bone. They have like custom zones. If you use the bazaar and back thing, there's like a guy there that will port you to random spots. Try going in Crushbone and see if that. Gonna go play Diablo. That's how we feel about that one. Yeah, that's what I have to say to this. Well, you found some orcs. Oh, here's a good one.
Who's a good dragon?
Who's a good dragon? Who's a good dragon?
Who's a good dragon? So many of these we've never heard because they're, you know, for bits. Ooh, this one has a video, I think. Oh, no, it doesn't. Not that
Hello,
one.
monkeys.
Dadgummit. Hello, monkeys.
Notice me! No!
I think they're all looking pretty good. I think they're all looking pretty good. They should all be around the same volume, so. There you go, guys. Y'all get a preview of what we got. That's a pretty much what we got. Oh, actually, one more. This one's for.
That was for my dick.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. All right, let me talk in Discord real quick, guys, and see what's going on with people. Yo. Who we waiting? F. Okay. Sorry, I was talking with my stream, so. The trash is solo tankable. I'm already inside, so. Y'all had buried in, right? Phoenix needs to do Baradin hold first, because after we do this, he can get 2-piece. You're only level 1 knight. I don't know like where the best places to go are because it's a custom server. Like I said, I did fill the bone. Don't be surprised if you can kill like red cons because you start off with like a bunch of buffs, and if you got your 3 classes and you put all your AAs on the bar and you buy all their spells as best you can, well, you should have a quest. Like if you hit Alt Q, you can follow your quest and it gives you all your starting quest and a couple pieces of gear as well. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Pickpock couldn't make it, but he's hanging out in the stream. He's watching, but he can't hear. Yeah, they're already granted to your specific class ones. Yeah, you get assigned some, and then after that you have to farm up AAs. But they probably come pretty quick. Because you can kill, like, red cons, and with 3 classes you're so powerful. And then the gear that you're dropping, like, from the custom mobs, it's going to make us OP. Like, I got the 10 in just a few minutes and already picked up, like, a few pieces of gear. I started to try to do that, but it was too slow. I figured I'd wait till I got a bit more powerful. Like, if you hit a power spike, or you find a camp you want to stay in around that level range, and you'd rather get AAs because you find a spot that you can literally just blast red cons, it's time to, like, switch to AA and keep blasting those red cons so you get tons of AA while you're in that sweet spot. But then, like, if the XP is slow, it'd be better to try to level up until another power spike so that you can get to a better spot to get AAs faster, if that makes sense. So at level 1, it wouldn't be worth getting AA because you could get stronger. It's kind of boring at level 1. So I'm probably, like, waiting till around level 30 when things start to come really online. Like, you start getting really good haste buffs from the bard. You get like flying kick on the monk, and just like a bunch of other cool stuff. And then you just start blasting once you have that. Now, do you know how much faster subs and followers get channel points than, like, just a viewer? Because I know there's, like, a multiplier, but I don't know how much it was. Let me try to look it up real quick. That would be worth knowing. Dues. What can be set up to give a multiplier? Yeah, you mentioned it. That's going to be a lot of pet management, but should be strong, like, because both those classes have AAs that are, like, bumping the pet. I don't know if the bard, like, fits it very well, because bard songs don't affect pets for a while. Like, your songs won't work on your pets at this point in the game. So I don't know if bard goes well. Unless you look through your AAs in the class. Look through AAs in class and archetype and see if there's any AA already available that's it would be for your bard that makes it to where your songs hit your pets. Yeah. If that's in the game, then that could be good. But if it's not in the game, probably like a druid would go really well with that rather than the bard. Because then you get heals, the regen buff once they get up to protection of the 9. The damage shield is wasted, but you get snare, which is nice, which you would not otherwise have. You get a nice regen buff. You get dots to go along with your Beast Lord dots. You get more dot AAs from the Druid to help with the Beast Lord dots. Yeah, I'm thinking Druid might be really strong. You'd also get Track and Pet Charm. Animal Charm. Animal Charm. Could be kind of good. But that's just something I'm like thinking off the top of my head. You know, not too much thought has been put into it. I'd say Enchanter could be good as well, because then you would get clarity. That's awesome. Yeah, because the Nature Walker's Behest, which is the name of the level 55 crappy pet that they had, was just dog shit. It was kind of a meme pet. I think, to my knowledge, as well, cool thing about OBS that Streamlabs has is I can, yeah, that does work. I can pull OBS onto my primary monitor, which I just did, where I'm like broadcasting World of Warcraft from, and it doesn't show it at all. Like, even though I put it over there, it just acts like it doesn't exist. So no matter where I put this window or any element, like I could drag my chat to overlap on my World of Warcraft screen and it doesn't show up. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I found some crazy settings in this already that I really like. I'd have said anything. Our tank's running late. It's why we're just standing around, by the way, guys. Sorry. Our other tank. I mean, I'm one of the tanks, but our other tank's late. I mean, we can get through the trash with just me tanking. You want to get the trash done? Yeah. I mean, if it sounds like it's something you're up for, I think it would work pretty good with your setup. I'm trying to think of other classes that could go well. I like the idea of Enchanter, but it is a lot, because then you'd want to charm and then you'd have like 3 pets to manage. We definitely can. But what if we get the druid tier? This is actual like good gear.
Not enough rage.
Pets can get affected by bard songs. Okay, Pet Affinity is in. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, I didn't realize that. I'm also running a Bard though as well, so if we do group up, you would get buffs from my Bard as well. But if you want to run a Bard as well, there's definitely no problem in that because you won't have enough spell slots to hit everything anyways. So you can just basically, because you're going to have 2 other casters and you're limited to spell slots, you're going to want to have like mage spells and beast lord spells loaded. So you may not have much room for spell slots anyways. That's why I don't know. I mean, you're going to have that same problem with the druid though too. I mean, spell slots are limited. That's why I'm actually running a lot of melee, which don't have any spells. Nah, I mean, just reroll what you want. I'm not suggesting that you change your plan. I'm just pointing out, you know, some of the things that might synergize or interact, you know, in one way or another. It is hard to decide. I was sitting there with the dilemma of, like, should I add Berserker and keep Monk? Because if I did Berserker Monk, I could get all the 2-hand AAs from Berserker, as well as all of the double and triple attack and really good disciplines that the Monk and Berserker share, and just go full-time super damage. Like, it would be crazy. But I don't want to give up Warrior, because when I get to where I'm grouping with Nat, potentially, I want to be able to hold aggro on everything. And the Warrior gets infused by Rage, which does AoE threat to everything on this server. It's ridiculously good. So you can just literally pull tons and tons of mobs, and then if people have AoEs, then they can just go ham. So like, if someone was running like Wizard, Druid, Enchanter, they could AoE stun. They have AoEs from the Wizard, and they have AoEs from the Druid as well. So literally they can just like blast an entire, you know, group of mobs. Like, you're pulling 30 mobs. If someone's healing, if someone's stunning, if someone's AoEing, and someone can hold threat on it all, just imagine how many mobs you can pull. Yeah. Sounds actually pretty nuts. So I see my microphone occasionally spiking into red a little bit. Is it too loud? Sounds fine to you. Okay. As long as it's not cracking. I did put like a compressor on it, so like if I get way too loud, it's just gonna limit it. Like I'm already peaking at the peak that I have set. Like like as loud as I am getting right now. Like, I'm trying to talk a little bit louder. That's literally as loud as I can get. It's limited there. Like, even if I scream, it's only gonna get that maximum. Wizard Druid, because Druids get upheaval, but they get it a little bit later. Wizard Mage. Mages get some AoEs. Wizard isn't the main thing. Wizard is the main thing. And Enchanter has AoE stun. So if things are getting dicey, like if you're pulling enough that it's actually hurting the tank, you can then start throwing in stuns as well. Color Flux, Color Slant, Color Skew. Those are the 3. And if you have all 3 of those and you cast them back to back, you can stun lock an entire group of mobs. Like, if you have 2 enchanters doing that, you can actually stun lock them forever. Wizard, Enchanter, yeah, and then the reason I said like Druid or Mage is because, especially early game, the Wizard AoEs have cooldowns. So if you had like a Druid or a Cleric, they get an Earthquake line that hits everything around as well. It's called Earthquake and Upheaval that hits everything as well. Earthquake and Upheaval, yeah. And then the Bards obviously have AoE songs as well, but they're weak. My current plan right now for my character is to Bard Song AoE, Bard Song buff, and then just like have lots of melee DPS things to do AoE aggro. You would be a glass cannon, yeah. That's why I said if you take the Druid, that's another benefit of Druid if you consider as well. Druid or Cleric. See, if you take Druid or Cleric, you can equip Plate Gear. Plate Gear on your Wizard and Enchanter. Plate Gear and shields, by the way. So, Druids are leather, but Clerics are plate. Yeah, and Clerics get upheaval and an earthquake as well. Alright, we ready for this? Alright, same plan. Start on right. And then tank goes right. Raid goes left. So as the raids are always moving to the left, basically, when the AoE happens. And the tank is just going to the open spot that's not with the raid.
I can't
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
more rage.
What would be a good AoE melee? Anything? Zerker? SK? Zerker. Yeah, Zerker's the best AoE melee. They also can get Decapitate. So go ahead and taunt. Yeah. The raid will go to Hef after this, on the other side of the boss. We get the next puddle here.
Taunt boss.
There we go. Did an AoE and all the things blew up. Gotta kill the eyes when they spawn. Like, everybody. Everybody. There was like nobody killing them. I was like looking at the details. I was like, there's no damage on these eyes. Okay. No. We die. You're fine, Knight. You can definitely talk to me during this raid especially. My raid just like decided to go, you know, monkey brain and just hit the boss. This one's normal. It's super easy. Just the raid decided to not hit the ads, and the ads, if they're up for a certain amount of time, they all self-destruct and kill everybody. So we didn't kill any ads because nobody killed them. And then they all just decided to be like, hey, one of those hello there moments. I was literally trying to kill them. I did 123,000 damage to them, and I'm the tank. I'm not a DPS. The next highest person did 226,000. That was a hunter that can't really do good damage in melee. 41k and 150k. Yeah, so like basically did no damage, where people who did like 2 million damage to the boss. That was silly. The problem is sometimes it's not time to... I mean, we could, but it just makes it harder for the tanks. Because some... I mean, we could literally do it anyway. We could, stand all separated and run around like chickens with our heads cut off and still win the fight. Exactly. The reason I set it up like this is we just go in a circle. I mean, we can go back and forth, but I don't see the difference between going around to the left always and just going back and forth. Is there a difference? Just out of curiosity. I mean, we can do it that way, but I mean, if there's a pull over there and then we get one of the tank things, it's just